Hey, we're the Massholes. We're on the West Coast. We're the West Coast Massholes. We're the Massholes on the West Coast. We were from Mass. We were holes when we're there, but we came out here and now we're West Coast Massholes. Mm-hmm.
Gin. Water.
Hi.
Stay hydrated.
Welcome to West Coast Massholes. We're super hydrated this time. I'm starting the timer. So we have 15 minutes for our West Coast Masshole session starting now. When you hear George Takei saying, "Oh my," over and over again, that means it's time for us to shut up. That over there next to me is Josh Wingate. He's very hydrated.
Hello.
Very hydrated. I'm Todd Anderson. This is water. It is not booze. It's just water.
It kind of looks like a champagne bottle, a champagne bottle.
I know a friend of mine over the weekend thought I was drinking booze out of it. She's like, why you drink? That's too much booze. And I was like, It's just water. I don't know why she thought it was booze.
Yeah. It's because you're a redhead. And people associate redheads with the Irish, and they associate Irish with drinking copious amounts of booze, which is a fair stereotype.
Yeah, it's not unfair. No. This is actually Irish whiskey. It's all Irish whiskey. Oh, my liver. It feels weird. Josh. So I was wondering, what did you do? How did you screw up this whole Rittenhouse trial thing? How did you fuck it up?
I'm going to be straight honest with you. I haven't been following any of that because my mental health has only enough capability to attempt parenting a 3-month-old, almost 4-month-old little hairless ape creature that makes awesome funny noises and faces at me, and then be a half-witted okay husband, and then that's as much mental capacity as I can take for the world right now.
I mean, that's too bad. I mean, I guess the way you screwed up the Rittenhouse trial is by not paying attention. And that's an American problem. It's a classic American problem. And in a lot of ways, not paying attention is what led Germany in the 1930s to the Nazis. So, but that's cool that you didn't pay. It's too bad, though, because I wanted to ask, you're a professional actor, and I wanted to ask your opinion about Rittenhouse's performance.
That's because us actors, the opinions of us professional actors are
only because
when it comes to making major.
I don't know how you did not see at least a clip of Rittenhouse's testimony.
Oh, yeah. I saw plenty of clips and stuff passing by. I just chose to not engage, because if I engage, then it'll take up space that I don't have.
And you didn't see him crying? You didn't see him crying?
Yeah. No.
See, that's what I wanted to ask your opinion, is how well do you think
his performance was? Yeah. Well, I'm feeling... If you told me this was going to be a question on the show, then I could have watched the clip. Now you're just making me look like an asshole.
I didn't realize. You're the person who decided to be uneducated. You made a choice. You had the choice between information and education, or burying yourself in your own private life with your baby and your baby mama and all your probably your mom and stuff. That if that's your choice, then you're choosing Wingate over America. You're choosing Wingate over democracy.
Listen,
that's on you.
The Wingate, Latin, I forget the Latin thing, but it translates to each man his own. So I'm just following the Wingate credo.
So you're a libertarian.
To each man his own.
The libertarian.
No, but this was created back in Scotland in the early days,
by Scottish libertarians.
Maybe.
You're a libertarian.
I don't like name calling. Okay. Todd. And
No,
that's we're talking about Nazis.
I am all about identity politics and labeling people. I labeled you a libertarian. Deal with it.
Okay.
I am woke. Well, since you didn't see it, I'll show you what his part of his testimony looked like. And you know, I'm sorry if I trigger any of you right wingers by making fun of the way this kid cried, but shut up. This is him crying on the stand, going. So
holy shit.
And the same people who, like, when the Capitol Police testified at the January 6th committee hearing, you know, and they and a couple of them in their testimony started crying, you know. And the difference between, and then all these people on the right wing called them actors. It's bullshit. It's a performance. It's theatrics. And I was watching it going, if that's theatrics, those are the best fucking actors in the world. They need to, a major agency needs to call, sign them, and get them out there. Now, Rittenhouse, what he was doing was trying to cry, which is what a bad actor does when he has an audition and he's supposed to cry. You don't get past the audition if you cry like Kyle Rittenhouse. You just don't.
You probably never get called back into that casting office ever again.
No. And the other thing, you know, like, and I liken it exactly to this. This is exactly what he looked like. And I know he's only 18, so he's not that far off from being a little kid who just got caught with his hand in the cookie jar. And he knows he's going to get spanked, so he tries to work up the tears to avoid it. That's what this was.
I really enjoyed your performance, your reenactment of it. I actually don't know if I want to go see the real performance now, because your performance was groundbreaking. I actually was just thinking, I was hardly listening to you at all. I was just thinking about, how could I put this into a character? How could I put this into a script? It's so good. See, there's our next movie, Fuzz Track City 2, the sequel, not about Fuzz Track City.
The crying guy. No, or not crying guy. The fake crying guy. Yeah, it's and I get why you don't want to cloud your mind with this shit, but it is like, I'm not, you know, following it every minute, but everything I see or read is just enraging, because the judge is 100% clearly on Rittenhouse's side. So we got this Nazi judge who wants to make sure this Nazi gets off. So I don't know. It's hard to sit on a jury and go against, you know, what the judge is saying, but that's what will have to happen for riots not to take place. You know what I'm saying? Because there will be. If this kid gets off, there's going to be fucking incredible violence in the streets. It's just, I don't know. And I know, of course, that you know, the courthouse needs to be fair and balanced and not make its decisions according to what an angry mob will do. But I mean, the truth is if Rittenhouse is acquitted, which it looks like he will be, there will, you know, those riots will happen. But if he was found guilty, there'll probably be other riots led by Rick Schroeder.
But they'll be far, I don't know, maybe that's not a fair assessment. I was going to say there'll be far less rioting. So are they looking?
I don't know. I don't know. Once we get, I will never know, because so often these trials, that have so much racial tension involved, usually wind up screwing over the people of color, or the person of color involved. You know what I mean? You know, like Rodney King trial and all, you know, all where this is, where those protests happen, where Rittenhouse marched in there with a gun. I mean, and the judge just threw out, like, he was underage, this kid. He had his friend by him, AK-47. So he could have his mom drive him across state lines to go march around with a gun. Of course he wanted to fucking kill people. And of course his mother is aiding in that. She's an accessory to murder. I just, and the judge throws out everything that would make that true. I don't know why she's not also currently on trial along with him. I don't get it, but the judge threw out that charge, the charge of being in possession of an illegal firearm, which he is, or was. He was absolutely that, and the judge threw it out. Like, what in the fuck? He's tearing apart the prosecution's case. They have no case, and the jury can't consider any of the evidence because the judge keeps. It's unbelievable.
But it is believable because it's happening.
Well, no, I mean, it's just, yeah, I guess you're right. It's always just comes down to we're a sad, broken country that favors, our system anyway, favors Nazis, and that's it. That's the end of the story. That's it. That's what we are.
The word "that's it." We've gone too far.
No, I said that's where we are. I mean, that's where we are. It's a sad state of affairs where this Kyle Rittenhouse thing isn't just fucking clear as a bell, or, it's the same thing as the January 6th commission, and they're just sending out subpoenas now, only recently, subpoenaed Bannon, haven't subpoenaed Trump. It's just this slow moving investigation that it's not doing anything to stop the problem. It's a bummer for me.
No, it is a bummer. That's a scary state of affairs.
Yeah. Well, I wanted you to make me feel better about it, Josh. You're just agreeing with me.
Okay. I'm going to show you how bad I feel.
Okay.
About what I just did.
I like trying to generate tears by stifling a yawn. That was something that you did in there in the middle of it that I really enjoyed. It was you.
Do you feel better?
If he does get off, and it looks like he will, I hope everywhere he goes, there are people in his peripheral vision all around him, like making fun of his fake crying. So he never, the rest of his life, he never has a day that goes by that doesn't make him think about his fake crying. I think that would be great.
It could be orchestrated.
Sure could. I mean, I think, that might be a good thing to do, is if he is acquitted, I'm not going to riot because I don't think that accomplishes much, but maybe it's a good idea. We'll start a website, rittenhousecrying.com, and we'll just invite people to post their fake crying, and it'll just be a whole website of people fake crying.
This could go viral.
It could be huge. Could be huge.
Could be huge. It could make us a couple cents per view.
It won't. Gary Busey will continue to make more money doing cameos than we will Rittenhouse crying. Do you know what he charges for one of his cameo videos? A Cameo, right?
Is this the app where you can get celebrities to do a little cameo and send you a private message?
Yeah, or give someone a birthday wish or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what would you pay for Gary Busey to make a birthday message for one of your loved ones? What would you pay?
Fairly?
Yeah, what would you be willing to pay for Gary Busey to make a message?
Absolutely nothing.
Well, okay. Let's say
nothing against Gary. I mean,
okay, but different hypothetical. Okay, you're somebody you love very much. Your best.
I wouldn't do it for anyone. I wouldn't pay somebody to make me a video. I just wouldn't do it.
Okay, what do you? This ruins the question.
Okay, I'll play along.
The question was, okay, I'll just say, how much do you think it is? How much do you think you charge?
Gary, do how long of a video?
I don't know. They're a few minutes long.
$1,000.
Really? You think $1,000?
Yeah, I don't know. I was playing the game.
To make a phone video?
That's what he charges. Yeah, $1,000.
Wow. $350. It's $350. So
okay.
For you, that's a bargain. I don't know why you wouldn't get.
No, I wouldn't pay that. I wouldn't pay.
Get a video. I want a video of Gary Busey because $1,000 was what you thought it should be. So $350 is a fucking steal. And I want a Gary Busey birthday message from you, January 19th. Okay.
Yeah, I'm on it.
All right. That's it. That's the end of West Coast Massholes. I'm done badgering Josh. Next week is Thanksgiving, so there's no show next week because Thanksgiving, because Josh has to go and celebrate the genocide of this country's nation.
Yeah, that's what I'm celebrating. Yeah.
So we'll see you the weekend.
Fuck Todd Anderson.
Fuck Nazis and fuck Nazis.
Robert Anderson.
And fuck me if you find me attractive and I give consent.
Okay. Bye.
This has been a Blursh production. Blur.